Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache here, and today I'd like to speak to you about how to eliminate fear. This is an exercise or a mind hack that you can do very easily. In fact, I'm going to walk you through it, so if you have fear, you can do it with me. And also, this exercise can be used for eliminating pain as well. If you use this for pain, it's important to understand that pain is a warning signal. So before you use this, please check with your doctor to find out what's wrong. Like I said, it's a warning signal, and let them know about this exercise. So check with them and get their approval first. I'm not a medical MD or a psychiatrist. I'm just doing this as a way to help you with an exercise that I've used many times for myself and for my followers. So, in order to eliminate fear, like I said, you could do it with pain, but I'm going to speak about fear for right now. In order to eliminate fear, all you need to do is to change its nature. Fear is subjective, not objective. In other words, fear is not real. You can't hold it. You can't see it. Okay, it's in your head. It's subjective. So if we can change the nature of fear from subjective to objective, you've changed what it is and it doesn't exist anymore. Very similar to seeing the transformation between a caterpillar to a butterfly. Once it becomes a butterfly, it's no longer a caterpillar. Matter of fact, if you yank off its wings trying to make it be a caterpillar again, you killed it, okay? It's not going to be a caterpillar. So fear works the same way. So here's how we're going to do it. I want you to use your imagination as we go through this, and I'm going to recite it the same way I would to a client. You can do this in person. You can do it over the phone with someone else if you like. So as I'm doing it, obviously you're not going to be able to answer me. Normally when I ask these questions, the person would answer me so I could repeat them back to the client. So I'm going to ask you these questions and I want you to answer them to yourself, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to eliminate fear. Okay? Let's go ahead and start. Normally I'd tell the client to close their eyes because it's easier to experience this, to use your imagination with your eyes closed, but it doesn't matter. It does work with your eyes open as well. So I'd like you to imagine that you were able to place this fear that you're experiencing in a box. Okay, so the fear is in a box. Use your imagination. How large a box would it need to be? So imagine that if it's a lot of fear, you might say it's 2 feet by 4 feet. So whatever size it is, think about that. You can say it out loud to yourself, write it down if you want, but how large a box would you need to contain the fear? If the fear had a taste, what would it taste like? Take a moment and think of that. If the fear had a taste, what would it taste like? Would it be salty? Would it taste like sulfur? Would it taste like ammonia? What would it taste like? If the fear had a sound, what would it sound like to you? Would it be a high-pitched screeching? Maybe the sound of taking your fingers on a blackboard and scratching it down there, something shrilling? What would the fear sound like to you? If the fear had a color, what color do you imagine it would be? Lots of people will say dark brown, maroon. Some will say a rusty color. What color would this fear be? If the fear had a smell, what would it smell like? Some people will say rotten cabbage, bad eggs. Okay, what would this fear that you are experiencing smell like? Now, if you were to hold this box in your hands, how heavy would the box be? Think about it. Would it be a pound, 5 pounds, 100 pounds? How heavy would the box be? Now I want you to imagine all of these together. So we're going to go back to your initial answers. Imagine the fear inside this box. What size is the box that you chose? Imagine the taste of it, the sound of it. What did it sound like to you? The color. Imagine the smell and the weight of it. Get it all clear in your mind and imagine it as if you're holding it right in front of you right now. If I were with a live client, I'd say go ahead and nod your head once you've accomplished that, or on the telephone, I'd say go ahead and let me know as soon as you've accomplished that. And now if you open your eyes, your fear is gone. Isn't that amazing? You changed the nature of the fear into something else. You used your imagination and it was gone. And the reason for that is that the subconscious mind does not understand the difference between a real or an imagined memory. So you actually changed it on your own. Now, in some cases, people might say a little bit of the pain or the fear remained. They still have a little bit left over. So if that be the case, go ahead and do the exercise over with them. Each time you do it, it'll become less and less. Or if it's just a little bit, on a scale of 1 to 100, if it's only 10% left, that might be fine. They could probably live with that. So again, that's up to the individual. Try it. It works great. Like I said, for fear, for pain, but please check with a medical professional before you try it for pain, because we don't want to get rid of that warning signal if it's warning you that there's a problem. Thanks for watching. Please share this with your friends. It's something everyone can use at some time. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.